Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode. If you missed it, it's just me right now. My bro is on a little break for a while, and I plan on having like little, break myself. Cause in fear of shooting episodes alone, it's a little bit harder. It's a little more, more planning. It's a little weird. I ain't gonna lie, but I missed it. I missed it so much. I also said like, I know I'm not like the greatest at it, but I'm a work in progress and I enjoy working on this show. I really enjoy it. I have a lot of fun and I really want to build up the community, and it's harder if I'm out here missing episodes. So, I'm back and I'm working on this solo. But whew, I hope your weekend was all right. If you saw the Super Bowl, pretty crazy. Like yo, we were saying, yo, he won't play not like us. I, I don't know, man. The lawsuit and everything, like it was all in. I don't know. It's like, but he played the song. He played not like us, and yo, you look right at him when he say Drake. I heard you like him young. Oh, yo, we were like, oh nah, like listen, shit, beef is over. And look, I like all of them. Like, it's not really that I'm one or the other. Like, yo, the fans of either or, we like just realize that we don't know them and they don't know us, and like we don't make any money from liking them. So just like relax. Like it's not like you act like it's like a relative of yours or something like that, and you have to fight for them. Like it's no big deal. But yeah, he played the song at the Super Bowl. Beef is over for sure. Like it just has to be over, and it's all right. Like losing happens in life, and this was it was a L for sure. But anyways, bringing up the Super Bowl, I saw this clip of someone sort of playing, doing like some sort of voodoo on Mahomes. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I didn't watch all of it. Like I saw like a few seconds of it. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just play this on the episode and see what happens. Let's react with it live with everyone. But I'm not sure if you believe in like voodoo, magic, and all whatever witches, but I do believe in that. I believe like it's a reality, and like witches be out here powerful. I'm not gonna lie. There's a situation with a family member. I don't want to air out the situation like any names or like lots of specifics, but like I'll try to like somewhat mention what is happening. So I've known him. This relative of mine. I've known him since like literally maybe 1 years old. I've I've hung out around him a lot. You know, he's someone who's always been smart, super sane, super smart and sane, and just like sort of like freaking balanced. He's never had any major issues. He hasn't had much like aggression, and recently, about like a few months back, he's had some sort of mental health issues, and he hasn't behaved how he's ever behaved. And mind you, life has its ways, and in messing up, has been like really messing us up and messing with our heads, and just life is hard. I'm not gonna lie, but just like out of the blue, and yes, When I say out of the blue, it means out of the blue, like all of a sudden. Yeah, his brother was also saying like, "What the fuck is this?" Like out of nowhere. So he has a shorty, right, and she's from Miami. I feel like it shouldn't be like the end already. She's from Miami. Like you should already know. Um, these women from Miami. No hate, no hate, no hate. It's just I'm just saying, it's the rumors, what you hear, around. They do. There's lots of like witches and voodoo. That's like being used in Miami, and just like so some of like his like sort of behaviors, like aggression towards his mom, his brother, and like I was saying earlier, he's not someone who's like aggressive at all. He's really relaxed, really even, and he loves his mom like no other. Like his mom is someone who's also super nice. I hung around with them like so much in my life. And obviously I don't know what happens 24/7 behind the scenes, but like he snaps at her now like extra aggressive. And his shorty also, there was some alleged messages read that like she sort of tried to like split him up from his family, and those sort of signs I've heard before. I'm not sure if it's real or not, mind you, but like she might have worked some like magic on him, because he's head over heels for her, and now it's like he hates his fucking family. Like what sort of like day and night switch up is that? You know what I'm saying? If there isn't like something happening behind the scenes. But I don't know. Anyways, let's watch the clip. And I don't know if it's real or not. Like I said, but it looks interesting. Let's do this. All right. And here we go.
Regarding the Patrick Mahomes voodoo doll, the Eagles fan who was repeatedly poking it, I asked a New Orleans voodoo practitioner what that meant. If you haven't seen the video, here's a small clip. So many of y'all were tagging me in that video, and I saw it and I was like, what is going on? If you're just seeing my face across your For You page, basically I just cover a bunch of true spooky scary stories that people submit to me. But then I realized a while back I had gotten an email from this woman named Claudette who claimed that she practices New Orleans voodoo, and that if she can ever provide any insight on any of my videos, she would love to talk more. So I sent her this video and I was like, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and this is what she sent me back. I had to get my computer because I'm just going to read you what she said because I don't want to get it wrong. So she said, in voodoo practices, dolls, we call them poppets, are often used as symbolic representations of individuals. The act of stabbing the doll is believed to inflict misfortune upon the person the poppet represents. The poppet is not inherently a tool of harm, but as a conduit of energy. Each pin, each placement carries meaning. The stomach is a center of power where strength and will reside. It is also where fear, anxiety, and doubt take root. To stab a doll in the stomach could mean many things. It could be an attempt to weaken someone's resolve, to drain their energy, to fill them with unease or pain. In some cases, it is meant to disrupt confidence, digestion, or even a person's ability to act with clarity and force. But remember, voodoo is not just about harm. Intention is everything. A pain in the stomach could also symbolize transformation, forcing someone to purge negativity, or making them vulnerable to change. The question is just not what was done, but why. Whatever that woman at the Super Bowl was doing, she was channeling something. Whether it was just a fan superstition or something deeper, well, Mahomes surely felt it, didn't he? As far as examples of times when this would be used, now that's a question laced with intent. If someone were to press a pin into the stomach of the doll to weaken another's determination, it would be in moments of deep struggle, when bending to will is more useful than breaking a body. Imagine a courtroom, she calls me Cher. A bitter fight over land, legacy, or love. A rival stands too strong, too sure in their conviction. A pin in the stomach might fill them with unease, make their confidence waver, or turn their tongue to lead. But remember this, sugar, voodoo is balance. What you send out, you best be ready to receive. The spirits do not play games, and neither should you. You're thinking like someone who understands the weight of this energy. If that woman in the crowd knew what she was doing, if she was truly working a spell, then a pin to the stomach of Mahomes' doll could have been meant to sop his strength, to fill him with hesitation, or to twist his confidence into doubt. Football is a game of will just as much skill. A quarterback like Mahomes thrives on instinct, on reading the field in a split second and making the right call without fear. But what happens when that instinct is clouded? When the stomach, his center of power, feels unsettled? Maybe his body felt sluggish, his reactions a step behind. Maybe that sharp edge of his decision-making dulled just enough to throw a pass too slow or to second-guess a move that should have been made without thought. And let's not forget, stomach pain, if truly afflicted, can weaken even the strongest person. If he felt off, even for a moment, that's all it takes in a game like that. A misread, an interception, a game slipping through his fingers like a fate already sealed. Now, was it the woman in the doll, or was it just the way the spirits decided the night should unfold? That, Cher, is the mystery of it all. But one thing's for sure. Intent carries weight, and the spirits have a way of answering back. At this point, I emailed her back and I said, do you believe the woman really did curse Mahomes with the pin in the doll, or was it just for show? And she said, now that's the question, isn't it? Was it true work or just a fan grasping at superstition? In New Orleans voodoo, we know that power doesn't just come from the act. It comes from the belief behind it. If that woman put her whole spirit into that doll, if she called on the right forces, if she knew the rhythm of the work, then yes, Cher, it's possible that she sent something Mahomes' way. Energy moves in ways most people don't understand, and intention can be a force stronger than any play on the field. But if she was just playing, if she was just putting on a show for the cameras, then the spirits wouldn't have listened. Voodoo ain't a parlor trick. It's a conversation with forces older than time. If you knock on that door without knowing who's on the other side, you might find nothing, or you might find something you weren't ready for. So, did she curse Mahomes? Maybe. Or maybe the weight of millions watching, hoping and willing his downfall was enough to tilt the scales all on its own. Because sometimes, Cher, the most powerful magic isn't a doll or a puppet or a pin. It's in the collective force of belief. So I asked her, do you have any final thoughts or things to tell the audience if they saw that video? And she said, if you watched that video and felt a chill, a curiosity, or a question in the back of your mind, you already know that answer is real. Whether that woman was working a true spell or just playing a part, she reminded the world of something most have forgotten. Intention has weight, belief has power, and sometimes the unseen moves among us just as surely as the wind. But let me tell you this. Voodoo is not about curses and puppets. It's about balance, about respect, about knowing that what you send out, you best be prepared to receive. If she was truly calling on forces beyond herself, she better hope she asked the right way, with the right heart. Because the spirits don't play favorites, and the debt of a misplaced working always comes due. And to those who laughed, who brushed it off as nothing, well, maybe you're right. Maybe Mahomes just had a bad game. Maybe the doll was just a cloth and a thread, and the pin just a pin. Or maybe the universe was listening. And if you ever find yourself on the other side of that kind of energy, you'll understand why some of us know better than to take it lightly. So yeah, that's what Claudette said. I've actually been going back and forth with her for a few weeks. We're talking about having her as a guest on my podcast, but we're still...
Yeah, it was weird seeing that. I mean, look, obviously you don't know if it's real or not. I don't know. This is like, woman, it might help to like ask like, someone who knows her to see if she really plays with that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I only saw half of the Super Bowl, but he didn't play great. Like he was sacked a lot. They were rushing. Look, mind you, it doesn't mean that it was her. It was it was witches. Like no, not at all. But the Eagles played nice. Eagles played nice, man. Like who knows if there was magic involved. I'm someone who. I'm half and half. I am I do believe, but I'm not someone who also blindly believes. As you never should be. You. It's like you might watch my show or some might and be like, oh, this is just silly shit, man. All this alien nonsense like UFO, demonic and whatever. And yeah, some of it is. Some of it is. I'm not saying like I even believe it all, but like but some of it is real, and some is just it's just fun shit. We're just having fun. So next up, I have of this one's long. This one's a long one, and it is a video about the Illuminati. And you see now, over the years, I feel like I've lost the meaning of what it really is. Um, we always said, "Oh, it's hip hop." It's like all these rappers, artists who have the rock. It's the Illuminati's, the higher ups. But like, I really don't know anymore. I saw this. I saw someone say that like in reality it's just the Freemasons. Illuminati is the Freemasons, which is believable. I feel like I believe that. Some say it's just like the ones who run the world, which are like BlackRock, the Rothschild. Is that how you say that? And what are the others, like Vanguard or something like that? The Rockefellers, all of them are the ones who are the Illuminati. I remember when I was like a sophomore and I was researching this, like I first found out like about like how shady the music is and how evil it is, like with like all the messaging and everything. And just like just like we all find out early on, just like we hear this, like the music, like just like certain songs playing backwards, and mind you, some of it was actually like not real, but like you've heard song playing like backwards, and you hear certain like weird messages like 666 or what that, and all that. It sounds wild. And like Eminem, and just like some of his songs where like, yeah, it's like you clearly see it's not hidden. You hear the music videos and actually like hear the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like one example is My Darling. Um if you haven't heard of that, watch the video and get back to me. Like you'll see it right away. And some will say that, oh, it's just like art and shit. It's like, okay, so like they all have the same art, because like a lot of that shit is used a lot, like Rihanna with the song, like with the rain. The Rain Man is interesting. I'm not sure if it's this sort of deity or whatever, but like it's mentioned a lot in like a lot of music also. That's interesting. So anyways, let's hop on this video. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's real or it might just be something that someone made for like a class or something. It might be, but let's watch it and find out.
Hello, initiates, and welcome to Module 1 of the Illumicorp video training course. I would like to officially welcome you as a member of the team. You've joined our organization at perhaps the most exciting point in our long history. Our founders shared a passionate dream to transform this country and eventually the whole world into one cohesive organization. When Illumicorp finishes gaining centralized control over the resources of the planet, and we will, we can then organize, distribute, and govern for the benefit of all. After competition and dissent are eliminated, we will build a utopia for the people of the world to share based on need and rejoice together in a harmonious new world. This presentation is designed to enlighten you about our organization's goals and achievements. As your guide, I will help to answer some basic questions you might have about Lumacorp and familiarize you with the valuable role you will play in helping us reach our prime objective. So please, take a tour with me as we march together towards an exciting new world. All people are aware of class. To them, society is made up of the rich, the middle, and the poor. The one thing that all three classes don't understand is that the pyramid continues upward. There is a detached hidden capstone made up of an elite board of directors who own and manage Illumacorp. The three classes below, in essence, become the assets and resources of Illumacorp. Illumacorp is divided into various administrative branches, but each branch has the same 5 levels in their hierarchy. You will begin at the bottom, in the initiate category. As such, your role will be to make sure that your orders are carried out through the sub-corporations and institutions controlled by Illumacorp. You will be placed in plain sight, at the head of a company or institution in the public sector, to carry out the plans delivered from above. Remember, your role is very important. You will be the face of Illumacorp to the outside world. You are our connection to the masses below. Never speak publicly about your orders or your masters. Now, let's look at Illumacorp's 6 administrative branches and their functions. You will be placed in a top position of power among one of the following sectors. In this way, as you are monitored and guided from above, you will decide strategy and introduce programs that further our goals. But that is the secret to Illumacorp's success. Control the head, and you control the body. This is potentially Illumacorp's most effective instrument for global control. Through international banking, we manipulate the fate of all countries. We have introduced many institutions, such as the IMF and WTO, that work in our favor to impoverish disobedient nations. Always remember, debt is a powerful weapon against countries that don't share Illumacorp's vision. Perhaps our greatest achievement in banking is the Federal Reserve System. It is a collection of international banks owned by Illumacorp members and financiers. It was created to form a centralized banking system through the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, an act that was indeed penned by some of our most esteemed members. Many of you might still assume that the government itself prints and issues the currency. That is not the case. When America needs money...
Hold on a sec. So let's just let's clarify some of what was said already. So he said the mind is like, if you have the mind, if they have your mind, it also have your body, which is interesting because like when I hear that, I hear like music. Music is an example. Is like, you know, like if it's like a clear message or it's, you know, subliminal, like it's already in your head. I mean, look at a hip hop rap. You know, I love like hip hop and rap, and you know, I can hear it and not like you know, head out and slide on ops because I'm smarter than that. Like, and I know what it leads to. And I don't want to be shot. Like, I don't want to be locked up. So like, I'm all set. But that's not everyone. Like a lot of us youngins might hear that and actually, you know, head out and slide on ops and actually shoot someone and actually just wild out. And what happens? End up being shot or locked up, murdered. And you see they have your mind, so then all in all, you know, you do what you do with your body. Because like the freaking message has messed you up. And next we have money. Money is really, that's a long one. I don't even know, like, like it runs the world. It runs the world. Like, without uh, like money, you don't have a home, you don't eat, you don't like fly nice freaking places and like explore the world. It's just like, if you don't have it, some might rob, murder for it. We work all of these hours, all our lives, for like many, many years, 8 hours to 40 hours a week, some more, for like a small percentage of money. Like, you like realize how many just freaking minutes of our lives we lose working for money and hardly living. It's just sad. But anyways, let's move on.
They go to our boys and ask for it. The money is printed, but it is only representative of a loan. Interest accrues on that dollar until it is paid back to the Fed. In fact, the federal taxes paid by the American population go almost entirely to paying off this debt. So you see, Illumicorp derives a healthy amount of its operation funding directly from the debt of the public. Needless to say, this is one of our most crucial sources of funding, and one of our
Hold on. And there's one more thing, bro, because I just saw IRS here. Like I was saying, we work all these hours, all these weeks, all these minutes for over half of our lives for a small amount of money. And they want a small percentage of even that small amount of money. Who built this system, son? That shit is crazy to me. Onward.
Achievements here at Illumicorp. Through mergers and acquisitions, we have slowly and silently bought up the majority of U.S. industry. Illumicorp and its members own most of the oil, transport, banking, media, food and communications industries in America and abroad. Through fewer and fewer conglomerates, we are able to effect with great precision the machinations of labor and government.
Ultimately, corporations will replace government as a centralized international body that can meet the needs of the public worldwide without the chaos created by national self-interest. When Illumicorp goes public, corporatism will be the foundation for world government. Conglomerates will merge into one cohesive corporation that is responsible only to Illumicorp and the needs of its global employment force. Illumicorp's control of the American military is another impressive tool in our possession. We have nurtured these institutions lavishly to serve as the prototype for our global police force. When ready, our technology and manpower will dominate those who oppose the coming new world order.
By utilizing American patriotism, we have fostered in the American soldier the philosophy of peace through superior force. When the time is right, we will migrate that mentality towards the belief in a global government who must protect all people through superior force. We have used the American military-industrial complex to build the arsenal necessary to instigate the final cleansing outlined in Illumicorp's great plan. Our primary target will be Islamic nations who will never submit to our Western-centric domination. They also hold much of the remaining oil reserve of the planet. Illumicorp must own that precious resource, as it is crucial in maintaining our domination over the countries of the world.
Through Illumicorp's enormous federal funding of the military, we can develop new forms of warfare and population reduction. The public can't imagine what we were in the process of developing. Soon, even the weather will be a weapon under our control. We will be able to create droughts, floods, hurricanes, and even tsunamis with no fingerprints attached.
All right. Let's if you don't know this about me, about 4 or 5 years back, I wanted to enlist in the freaking army, and I was close to signing. I was really close, but it didn't end up happening. I said no, and it was it was it was a hard decision because I was ready for it and I worked really hard for it, but like it just like the fucking anxiety that I would feel like whenever they would hit me up like sign some shit or like weigh-ins and MEPS, all of that, like my heart was always racing. I was always like shortness of breath. It was almost like a sign, like, yo, this is not for you. But I would I would just say no, ignore that shit. And right at at the freaking end when it was happening, I just said no, and it was hard because I'm like, yo, what, man? It's like all of these years, and just like I really said no, like out of nowhere. And then in real life and like and shows also, like war movies and shows, it's like you see how they look at soldiers, like it's just like, oh, a number, oh, just like his rank and whatever. It's almost like they don't see us as humans, like, oh shit, okay, he signed up for that, so it is what it is. Like, you love the US, right? I mean, yes, but shit, just because I'm like a soldier, it doesn't mean, yeah, this is not an awesome this plan is horrible, this mission is horrible, but shit, fuck it, let's just send them in. Like, no, we are humans, and we have like, yo, we have a fucking family side. Like, yo, it's like we matter. So like, all in all, I'm happy it didn't happen. Um, if it had happened, I wouldn't be here. So you just never know. This is a huge politics.
The political system of America has been under direct control of the Illumicorp for some time. It was actually a relatively easy acquisition, and has been even easier to manage. Politicians know of our unspoken agreement, and will do anything to stay in power.
A two-party system benefits Illumicorp in that it reduces all issues into a black and white debate. Through media, we can play side against side, using each when necessary to support our goals. Due to a diminishing faith in the system among the public, Illumicorp has designed a rogue candidate program to provide a voice for the dispossessed. This disperses the impetus for dissent among those who do not feel represented by our candidates and builds a database of potential dissidents.
At the turn of the last century, Illumicorp
Yeah, that one was short, but it was interesting. Like, it's nowadays it's either you're red or you're blue. All of this like in between shit, like, is nothing. It means nothing, and you have no say. Which, like, listen, if this shit is like real or not, or it's just someone like made it as like, haha, like it has like real, like it all makes sense. No, it's like it's real information. I mean, like, shit, like, because like you're like red or blue, just like it's my side, and shit, fuck the other side. Like, even if they have like uh a view that it makes sense, that's not my side though. So F them. Like, Like, we are grown. That's not how it is. You know, it's really, it just sucks, you know? No fucking balance.
Took a serious interest in public education. Our Supreme Council realized that by creating a private organization to dictate curriculum on a federal level, children could be conditioned into obedience on a mass scale.
In the interest of promoting Illumicore principles in the classroom, hundreds of millions of dollars were invested to create the General Education Board in 1902. The result of doing this is evident today. The doctrines of public education have transformed recent generations into a weaker, more docile mass. Through meticulously planned curriculum, we have control over the process by which the average child learns. Thus, we can mold them into obedient workers who are conditioned to accept the implementation of the Great Plan. In addition, Illumicorp has set up many associations, including the American Historical Association, that determine and uphold the official view of history. Knowledge is power, so we must at all costs be the authors of the truth. By writing history to suit our interests, dissenting voices cannot gain ground, and we can vastly influence culture to achieve our prime objective.
Yo, that's a fact. And there's like so much that we learned in class, in class where now, you know, we have the fucking internet. We have, like, you know, we're smarter, we're older, and we're like, wait, hold on, well, that's not how that happened. What the? But that's how I learned in class. Oh, okay. Yeah, they were lying because that's just how it is, you know. Shit benefits us. I heard someone from like who's English. He said, like, you know, like it, in his class, you know, growing up, he said, "Oh, that's not how we like learned of World War. Like, you didn't, you know, save us. Like, you know, we had like you know, a major role." So it's almost like the hero, just like you know, we see us as heroes, and you know, they see them like as heroes. I guess it's just how it is. Just like, you know, it's all in how you sell it, man.
Illumicorp uses the media to shape the public's opinion about current events and condition desired attitudes about our future agenda. Through news, entertainment, and advertising, we can program a variety of emotions and responses into the collective unconscious.
In the past, we were limited entirely to print media, but now we have multiple mediums to utilize in programming and conditioning the masses. With cable news, we have directed the public to a more entertainment-based consumption of world events, infotainment. This medium is far more effective at subliminal reinforcement of desired attitudes towards our objectives. For instance, we are currently instilling a sense of duty towards environmental issues.
With our growing control of the weather through HARP and chemtrails, we will scare the public into accepting our global protection agendas. We will then phase into the great cleansing which must occur to return the global population to a manageable size.
We reinforce the desired norm.
Whoa, manageable size. That's interesting. Like, I heard someone say, I think it was like Rogan or someone say that like 10 X or Z is like, they're hardly like reproducing, or some like they aren't having like as much sex, and that's interesting.
Through advertising.
Oh, and the news also, the media is interesting. If you haven't noticed in the last who knows how many years, all of these like huge news outlets are fucking bought and sold. Like, bro, these are like, and they say whatever like aligns with like, whoever is running or winning. Just like, you'll say this, it is how we make money. It's not real, whatever, but just fucking say it. It's hard to believe now. It's hard to believe them, and we don't believe them. Like, for sure, me, zero. Because they don't even sound like real humans either. Just like, you just have like a man and and like a fucking, in like a suit, who's saying, well, tonight's weather, we have about 86 passing. Oh, we have a murder. It's all murder. It's like you hardly see freaking great news. Like, it's all fucking negative shit. Yo, it's fear mongering, yo. Trash.
Creating a model for people to live up to that is virtually impossible. The result is an incomplete, desperate individual seeking acceptance.
Through reality television game shows, we repeat the pattern of individual survival versus group survival. This breaks down the idea of community and breeds individuals who seek only their self-interest. With a public that is constantly suspicious and scheming, we maintain the status quo of a divided population that never thinks to look up. Religion has served its purpose incredibly well. It is the oldest and perhaps the broadest form of social control utilized by Illumicorp. With religion, there is a written code of conduct that must be followed. The authors of the Holy Scriptures knew quite well how to lace that code with commands to maintain their dominance over the population. This system has survived through millennia to hold the flock together and bring us to today. Admittedly, religion is losing its power for control. However, the fanaticism that has arisen due to this decline is particularly helpful to Illumicorp. Our invisible influence in the church has helped bring the Christian fundamentalists out of the background. We control their opinions on current issues through policies designed and written right here at Illumicorp headquarters. They are sent to our ministers, who then preach the Word of God and their interpretations of the Bible to their followers. Their blind faith is used to transform them into willing soldiers to defend our cause during the catastrophes ahead. As the final phase is enacted, we will propagate end-time prophecy to convince them of their convictions. The rise of Islamic fundamentalism works to Illumicorp's advantage as a threat that will demand violent action. In the coming years, planned terrorist attacks will warrant a full-scale retaliation and initiate the final phase of the Great Plan. Christians will support our actions, since they will believe them to be proof of the end times prophesied by Illumicorp's religious leaders.
Ooh. I'm not exactly sure what that meant, but like, if you've seen like on social media now, like all over the place, like everyone's saying, oh, read Revelations. Look, this is happening. We're almost at the end. And like, I'm not saying we're not, but I'm just saying that, I don't know, you don't know, we don't know, and you won't know. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. I'm sorry. And it's not only us. Also, I've heard of like older folks say, oh yeah, but when I was so and so age, we believe like oh, this was like the end of the world for sure, around the 70s, around in 2012. Like it's happened a lot, and we are wrong a lot. I mean, shit, we'll be right once, but who knows if it's us? It's just we don't know. We see soon as our soon, a human soon, but the Lord's soon is is not the same. In our eyes, our soon it might be in a few years. His soon it might be 100 or more. We don't know. But it's interesting hearing this because it seems like they are playing us. They're maneuvering.
And information, all linked to.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, that was interesting. As I was saying earlier, if it's real or not, the information that was laid out made sense. If you heard the video or saw the video, whatever he said, it didn't sound far-fetched, right? It didn't sound far-fetched. It sounded realistic. And if you didn't really believe it, look around though, the media really if you hear something on the news, oh my God, it must be real. Even if we have had evidence of this clearly, oh, it didn't happen. What the fuck? There are evidence of just nonsense and just it's hard to believe any large business organization. It's hard to believe that. I heard someone say fast food, we all love it. Why don't we eat the healthier shit? Because it's not sold. It's not around as much. It's harder to find, and fast food places market way better. You see them all over the place. If you know about marketing, red, lots of them red. They said that red makes you hungry, so that's the reason why lots of them have red. Lots of them. Yo, it's Wendy's, Mickey D's, Chick-fil-A, Junior and Hardee's, just a lot of them. Just look around and you'll see red. Note that. It's interesting. It's all a science and it all has meaning. But last but not least, even if we know all of this information, this new world order, whatever, I don't know. You have to live your life, put your best foot forward, try to be happy, because this shit will drive us mad. But it's ignorance is bliss, but you shouldn't be fully ignorant. Like you shouldn't see, they're lying to me. This is real, this is not. This is healthy, this is not. Billionaires fucking buying up farmland. Like what are you doing? And like fucking burning all the plants. And just like, yeah, say there's some weird shit happening, but like be weary, be knowledgeable, but like enjoy your life. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Please subscribe. If you have like any notes of what I should look up for like next episode, maybe look up or watch something interesting, email below. And shit, appreciate the love, and I'll see you guys.